My name is Rick Lowe. I'm an artist in Houston, Texas, and I do art projects around the country, but I'm most known for a project I started in Houston called Project Row Houses. My work basically falls into the category of what I like to call social sculpture. I first began to explore art in a social context after basically being challenged by a high school student who looked at my earlier political work, and he basically said it wasn't what people needed. People needed solutions. And he said, if you're an artist and you're creative, why can't you create a solution? So that was the turning point that got me to start thinking about how to produce work that was not only symbolic and poetic, but also had a practical application to it. From the very start, to take these little 22 shotgun houses that people felt need to be torn down, I mean, it took a certain kind of imagination and a certain way of seeing and hearing the neighborhood to be able to conceive of it that way. And I think that's one of the contributions that the arts and artists bring, is the tool sets of listening and having heightened sense of perception about the aesthetics and possibilities of things, and imagination. I think bringing that into the community was something that was very valuable, and so that allowed us to develop programs that deal with youth and adult education in non-traditional ways. Housing, which we started out with a transitional housing program for single mothers, in which they get to live there for a year to 2 years. The long-term goal of the work that I do, whether it's in Houston or any of the other projects that I've worked on, is to really to try to empower people in their communities or in whatever social context that they're in, that they too are creative. So create a situation through which they can exercise their power as creative practitioners within their own neighborhoods. So in Dallas, we've created something that's called the Translation Project. And the project there is about creating a platform through which people from such diverse backgrounds and cultural backgrounds, economic backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds can come together and start to learn from each other and learn each other's cultures and learn appreciation for each other. People don't necessarily embrace the type of work or the form of the work that I do as necessarily fitting into the art world. And I accept that. I don't have a problem with it. To talk to people about communities and social contexts being forms of art is a challenge for people. But I think as time goes on, the work that I'm producing now and other artists like myself will be seen as the pioneers of producing work that's expanding the notion of what art could be. My reaction when I got the call from the MacArthur Foundation was just complete shock, actually. I was in a meeting and I had to walk out completely. And so it was really one of those moments that just kind of, completely floored me. It's such a huge honor, just in itself, just being a recipient of the fellowship. I don't have any concrete ideas at this point about what that would mean and what would happen with it, but it's certainly nice to have those opportunities.